Black Lives Matter.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Rona Dayz, episode 12, the 12th week of lockdown here in California. Coronavirus seems to be non-existent, at least now. I'm sure the second wave that's going to hit us will be crazy, considering protests are happening daily, growing daily. Slowly, it seems like some changes are happening. They did finally arrest and charge the 4 police officers involved with the murder of George Floyd. But there are a lot of police officers who are walking around free. They're walking around employed after killing innocent people. And that's not cool. That's not cool. So protests are still going, and it finally seems like there's small steps being made for that. Trump is worthless. He did, of course, the photo op. There's been a lot of photo ops in general. A lot of fake people taking advantage of the situation. Trump, of course, tear gassing people so he can literally have a photo op in front of a church holding a Bible. Like the most, for somebody who's completely fake about believing in the Bible or following Christianity or whatever Trump says he is, to go out of his way to gas citizens so he can do a photo op is just ridiculous and disgusting. And it is what it is. It's just interesting to see how exposed all of these bullshit people are. There's also a lot of social media personalities that are going around pretending to either rebuild, or they're taking their photos in front of like smashed in businesses. And it's just, that side of things is disgusting as well. And then, of course, the most disgusting are the cops that are kneeling to take pictures with protesters. Meanwhile, like, especially the, what was it, Buffalo, New York, the one where they pushed the old man down and just kept walking. Like, there's a photo of them all kneeling in that same area earlier that day, and then later that day, they just assault an old man, which is happening everywhere. The most disgusting, I mean, as far as the photo ops, those are all disgusting, but there's starting to see unnamed, unmarked people that are dressed as police officers but not identifying themselves, which is very, very dangerous. People are being, quote unquote, disappeared, just being shoved into. There's a video, I think it was in San Diego, of an unmarked vehicle, but military style people coming out of the vehicle and taking somebody who was, complying on the side of the road with their hands up, just throwing them into an unmarked minivan and taking off. Very, very scary stuff. So safety is paramount if you're going to be out, especially out at night protesting, or just out at night in general. It seems like the police are looking for every opportunity to be the most horrible human beings on the face of the planet. Myself, I've been extremely depressed and unmotivated this past week. I don't know if it's just everything that's been going on, my stress in general, just catching up with me. But it just, I just don't know what to do at all. So I have gotten somewhat addicted to Twitter, which probably doesn't help the depression, because I'm seeing all the atrocities that are happening all around the world, all around the United States. But there are some positives. Like, I feel like I'm doing something, at least. Like, the smallest amount I can do is just like try and share this stuff with people that follow me on Twitter. I haven't, and I don't really pay attention to if I've lost followers. I know a lot of people have been losing followers because, racist people don't like to support Black Lives Matter. They don't think this is the people that say all lives matter are like the first off, dumbest people in the world to say all lives matter when clearly the lives that are being taken by these police officers don't matter to you. Like, you can't say all lives matter and then in the same breath not give a shit about the lives that have been taken. Like, even taking race out of it. Let's imagine that there was no systematic racism at all. You can't say all lives matter if you don't give a fuck about lives that are being taken for no reason by government-funded employees. It's ridiculous. So, I don't know. I got rid of most of those people once Trump was going through the primaries. That's kind of, you started seeing the empowerment of hate that Trump spread across this country, where he really made it okay for certain people just to be openly hateful to everybody. And I got rid of a lot of those people back then. So, I haven't really dealt with much of that. And if people have unfollowed me because they don't like the fact that I think it's horrible that police are brutalizing humans, then that's fine with me. I don't really give a shit. I have tried to start, since I've lost weight from all the anxiety, I have tried to at least take advantage of being a little bit lighter with trying to work out. I've been doing there's a 100 push-up challenge thing. I've only done 2 days of it, and I'm just sore all the time. But I don't know. It feels like something good. I know it feels good to when I have worked out in the past. I know it's something that I enjoyed, and I like the feeling of getting stronger. And I mean, if my mind is weak, then might as well get my body strong, and maybe there'll be some residual effects from that. But yeah, I've been doing some push-ups and just really trying to find any kind of inspiration, which is hard to find these days. Trying to, get that inspiration fuel, so maybe I can be productive in doing things. I have to. I might try and start painting this next week, so maybe I'll do some live broadcasts of that, which I don't think I will, but so that might be something. It's just it's hard to be. I don't need to paint. I have a few weeks before I need to update my website, and it's hard to feel creative with so many other things going on. So I don't know. It's just, I don't know what to do with myself, and searching for inspiration. It's weird how I've actually found a lot of inspiration in TikTok, which is crazy. I mean, TikTok's kind of a weird social media platform, but once you start using, I mean, there's all kinds of craziness on there. If you're like, the comics at your mom's house, Christina P. and Tom Segura, you can really find the trash of the world. But I've stumbled upon inspirational TikTok accounts, which really, it's an amazing feeling when you watch an inspirational video and you can feel your brain tingle. It's a really good feeling, and it's a feeling that I miss. It's a feeling that I used to get a lot from a lot of different things, and now it just seems like every day's the same. I just feel empty, and things will change. Things are changing, but it's tough. It's tough, and I know I'm not the only one. It's a lot tougher for a lot of other people out there, but maybe, I don't know. Connect with people. That has definitely been something that I've tried to do as well. Just try to connect with people, and just do what you can. Just take it minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, and yeah. So, Rona Dayz, craziness. Really scared to see what happens with the second wave of this virus now that the protests are going on. But thankfully, in a lot of ways, the coronavirus and the lockdown happened, and everybody's out of work. So very easy to gain momentum for causes like this. for people to go out and have their voice heard. So, and it only takes us. There's some article I read where I didn't read. It was a video thing talking about protests in history and how the times protests have led to change, because that's generally how change happens. And it only takes like 3.8% of the population or something like that. I forget. There's a certain percentage of population that if they go out to protest, then change will happen. Because the amount of people that go out to protest are just the tip of the iceberg of people that support the cause. And I don't know how close we are to that number, but it seems like we should be at that number pretty soon, because there's a lot of people going out to protest all around the world. And that is one heartwarming thing, that, people do care. There's still a lot of people out in the world that do care a lot. And it's really showing who the people that don't care are. And, I'm sure for some people it's hard to get those people out of your life. A lot of family members, I'm sure. But family is pretty overrated, if you ask me. I haven't had family, quote unquote, I don't know. I haven't talked to any of them in years. So family's a relative thing. Your friends can be your family. You can build a family. They don't have to be related to you genetically. No sponsors this week. I want everybody to go focus on the issues at hand, the protests that are going on in the streets. Go support the good people of this country that are fighting the good fight. Make your voice heard, and let's all become better people. Share love. Share love. So much hate in the world. It's time we make a change, and we support love, and we fight for the good things, and make sure equality is something we can all enjoy in this country. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. Follow the show at Ray Taylor Show on Instagram. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!